Welcome to the world of garnishing. Did you ever think you could dazzle your friends at your next party with a centerpiece like one of these? You can, you know, and now you've just taken the first step by purchasing this video and book. Chef Harvey, your host for this video, is known worldwide for his state-of-the-art publications and expertise in fine food presentation. He appears on local and national network television programs, is featured at culinary expositions, and tours extensively as a promotional personality. And now Chef Harvey would like to share this knowledge with you the same way he does in his demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Harvey.
Hi, I'm Chef Harvey. Now, people come up all the time, and the first thing they say is, all those garnishes are beautiful, but I'd never be able to make it. And it really isn't true. The reason that you can't make it, no one has ever shown you how. Now, what I've done is I've created a book, How to Garnish. Step-by-step instructions, show you exactly how to make all the different garnishes, but most of all, I gathered the tools for you. What I want you to do is look over my shoulder. Watch as I create all these different garnishes. You'll find how easy it really is to do. Now, a little bit about a garde manger chef. Now, a garde manger chef is not a cooking chef. In the grand palaces in Europe, each chef would have a station. There was a chef just for meats, another one for fish. But before the food would go into the main dining room, it would go to the garde manger chef. Now, that's where he had all the cold storage, and he would do all the final food decorating. Nowadays, you find most of your garde manger chefs on your cruise ships. They do the ice carvings, cream cheese sculptures, all the cold work. What we've done is a comprehensive study of garde manger, put them into a level that you can understand. And what I'd like you to do is follow me through the land of garde manger. We'll create all these different items, show you how easy it really is to do. Now, let me just show you some of our tools, because some of our tools are new, some of them are old. Here's a tool that was invented over 200 years ago. It's called the twin curl cutter. And this is what made Scotty's famous. When you went to Scotty's and you had a steak, their baked potato was something a little extra special. Now take that tool, place it right into the end of the potato. On the shaft, that's where you put the handle. That's the drive mechanism. Take it and just a little bit of pressure and just wind it through. Now when the rings start to show out the other side, remove the handle. Now you can't back the tool out, so just pull it forward. Now to get those rings started, take the handle, use it like a key. Just give it a little twist. Now you'll get 2 solid curls out of any solid core vegetable. Now there are 2 of them in there, so just take it and unscrew it. Now you can deep fat fry these, just like you do French fries, but I'll show you how to make mother-in-law shrimp. I call the recipe son-in-law's revenge. But take that potato and you stuff it. If you like cheese, you stuff it with cheddar cheese, chopped meat, sausage. Give you some recipes in the book. Wrap it in foil and bake it. It is delicious. If you like to make candy cane vegetables, you can use turnips, beets, carrots. Take it, and whatever you make it with, you do get 2 of. So what you want to do is take it and put them right together. And when you make your candy cane vegetables, you can simmer them in lightly salted water, you can pickle them. You put these on a vegetable relish tray, and they'll never figure out how you did it. And don't you dare tell them. That's your secret. Now, when your mother-in-law comes over for dinner, you go out and you buy 5 pounds of potatoes. Now, potatoes are pretty cheap. Get a half a pound of shrimp. Now, that starts to get expensive. You take these and you cut these up into little pieces. You bread them, you deep fat fry them, and you mix these in with the shrimp. Give her a couple of good stiff cocktails a half hour before dinner, and when you spring these on her, she'll think her taste buds went wild. First of all, she'll eat one that'll taste fine. The next one she eats, she won't be sure what it tastes like. All right, let me show you some of our other tools. Now, this is a corrugated garnishing blade. Now, the corrugations on this particular tool are very pronounced. Take that tool and use it to score the outsides of your vegetables. Now, the premise to this profession, what's pleasing to the eyesight is pleasing to the appetite. Spend a couple seconds to score the outsides of your vegetables. So when you take something like this, you go all the way around and just cut it in slices. When you cut them like this, you put them on platters, it is a lot more appetizing when it has that no-skid edge. But take the twin curl cutter and just place it right in the center. Now you won't get a double curl. The center of that cucumber is too soft. But use it to core out the center. Use it on your apples for your baked apples. Use it on pears. Now you can make up a mixture of cream cheese and salmon, some cream cheese and chives, and you pack the inside. Put it in the refrigerator, let it get nice and firm, and then just cut it in slices. But if you like, take a carrot, place it right in the center. If you have any friends that are vegetarians, you cut them in slices like this. They ask you how you did that. You just tell them it was a new seed that you planted in the spring. Now, if you like to make a chain, we can make a chain. Just take a couple slices right out of that cucumber. 3 of them work fine. Open one of them up. Hook these together, and that's nice just to put on top of a salad. So when you take your platters and put them out like this, it is a lot more appetizing, and it really doesn't take that much more effort to make them look so much nicer. Now let me just show you a few more of our tools. Now this is called a spiral slicer. It's the only knife I know of that cuts in a circle. That does sound strange. Now use that with any hardcore vegetable. But take it and put it into the shape of a cylinder. So go all the way around. Now take the screw, place it right into the center. Wind it up. When that blade catches on, put your finger in the hole. Now don't press down or pull up. Put your finger in gently and let that screw pull the blade through. Now it is a knife and it is sharp. It does cut meat. So be very careful. When you get down to the bottom, one lady saw me doing this. She got all excited. She went right down to her elbow. Her arm was dragging behind her just like that. Now watch. You take this, you pull it apart. Pin it together with a toothpick. Deep fat fry it, it'll turn a golden brown. You serve this with a roast, a steak, or a turkey dinner, your friends will go home talking about you. Maybe this time they'll say something nice. If you change your mind, put the whole thing back together again. Now, right where that screw went through the center, make one slice to the outside. You'll have home fries, cottage fries, Saratoga chips, buffalo chips, bingo chips. They'll all cook at the same time because they are the same thickness. Now you can do the same thing with any hardcore vegetables, so therefore you can even do it with a carrot. Now when you do it with a carrot, the carrot should be parboiled. Put it in the microwave for a couple seconds. It'll soften it up because as that screw goes through, it's like a wood screw. It pushes out. If the carrot's too hard, it'll crack. Make sure you have a nice soft carrot when you make that spiral. Now let me just show you some more of our tools. This is the decorating tool. This is the tool that puts the professional edges on all your fruits and your vegetables. But you see the hole in the top? There's a lot of tools on the market to make radish roses. I find this to be the easiest and the fastest. Take that tool, start at the top, and just pull it right down the side. This will shape the petals. It'll form the petals. You don't have to soak these in ice water and pray that they'll open. Go all the way around, and there's your radish rose. Now use that same part of the tool as a zester. This is great when your drinking friends come over for the weekend and you need a twist of lemon or a twist of lime. Bartenders love this tool. It's great for mixed drinks. Does anyone take that tool and just go all the way around. This will give you your cartwheel effect. Go all the way around till you get to the other side. Leave little spaces in between. Take this, cut it in slices, and if you're having that mixed drink, put a slice right down the center and right here. And there's a nice little cocktail or just a nice glass of water with a refreshing slice of lemon. Now, take that tool and just hold it like a dagger and just push it in. When you pull it out, it does make a perfect V. And just go right next to it. Use this on your bell peppers for your baked stuffed peppers, watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydews, hard-boiled eggs for deviled eggs. Take it, and just open it up. Remove the pulp from the inside and you fill that with jams or jellies. You take a tomato. Now if you can't take that tool, push it in and pull it out. They shouldn't let you walk the streets alone. Go right around the outside, remove that center section, you scoop out the inside, you fill that with tuna salad, lobster salad, crab meat, put a radish, rose, or an olive on top. And right here, there's our Swiss tomato surprise. Let me show you our front cover of the book. That's our South Sea Island scene, and if you notice, that's featuring Jaws number 3, and we have our palm tree right in the center. Let's start with that palm tree. Take the carrot, peel it. Go all the way around. Now that palm tree is the center attraction. Cut that flat on it. Take that paring knife. Now that paring knife is very sharp. Be careful. And it's flexible. Go all the way around and you can make your petals. Petals, these are part of the tree trunk. We'll go all the way through. Now if you make this ahead of time, if you have some time, all you have to do is just put cuts all the way around. You soak this in water. You can make this a day or two ahead of time. Put it in a bowl of water, leave it in the refrigerator, and those pieces will start to open up. Now what you want to do is take a couple toothpicks, place it right in the bottom. I like to use 3 of them. Fits real nice. Take a potato. Use it as a base. Now all through our instructions, we use a lot of potatoes for bases. Some greens. Take some greens, put it right on top. Now, what we have to do now is make the palm. And that's done with a pepper. Now, I suggest select a pepper that has 3 bumps. You have 4 bumps and 3 bumps. Take it and just go right around. Right around the lobes of the pepper. Remove that section. Place it down and cut the pieces right into the palms, right into the leaves. Go all the way around. By placing it on the cutting board, it makes it a lot easier to work with. You don't have to be too exact. Now, what I like to do sometimes is just take a little piece of a toothpick, break it off, put it on the top, and this way it'll stay nice and still. And we'll start to create our South Sea Island scene this way. Now let's put Jaws number 3 in there. Now, cucumbers, get a nice firm cucumber that doesn't have any blemishes or marks on it. Try to get one that has a little curve on it. Now, cut a slice right off the bottom. Take the paring knife and cut 2 pieces off right on the sides, just like I do right here. Now, right in the center is going to be your fins. Fits right in. No, we have to do, let's put a mouth on him. There we go. Getting a little ferocious over here. Now he does have gills on the side, so we'll put a couple of gills on there and gills on the other side. Now he has fins on the side, so we'll put his side fins on. Do the other side. Now I like to take and trim these off a little bit. We could put a couple V cuts in here. Put some definition in it. Now he also has a fin in the back, and we'll just put him in like so. Just slide that in. Cut this off a little bit. Now I like to take and put some teeth on this guy, and you can do that just by taking that paring knife and cutting some wedges in the front. So it gives a nice look. You can take the seeds out from the inside, and put them in there. Now he does need some eyes. So let's go back to that decorating tool. Take it and make a little hole. Take the sections out, cut it around. Take a carrot. Naturally, they'll be the same size. And what you want to do is take the paring knife and just trim a little bit off. And there's our ferocious Jaws #3. Now we still have that little outrigger. Just take a lemon, cut it in quarters. To make that outrigger, a piece of a carrot, 2 toothpicks. When you make that scene, you can use salt for a base. And that makes your little outrigger. And there's our South Sea Island scene. Let's take a look at some of our melon sculptures. Now, the first sculpture that we'll take a look at is the basket. In the book, How to Garnish, we show you the melon basket out horizontally. We're going to take it, stand it up. Now, any sculpture that you make, what I recommend is take a slice right off of the bottom. This will give you a nice flat base to work from. It'll give you a nice even place to work with. And the first thing you want to do is, whatever you're going to make, draw it out. I suggest a water-soluble magic marker. Now you can take it and use a guide, go all the way around. This makes it nice and straight. As we make some of these garnishes, I'll give you little tidbits, some things about melons. First of all, people pick up melons, they say, how do you find a good melon? You taste it. If it tastes good, it's good melon. First of all, when you take a melon, people say, thump on it. If you're a thumper from way back, forget it. It doesn't work. You can't tell what the inside, it's like a book. You can't judge it by its cover. But there are a few little things that you can't tell. The bottom should have a nice creamy color. That's where it laid on the ground. Should have a nice even hue to it. There shouldn't be any soft marks. When we open it up, we'll talk about some of the inside. Now we got the base down, and what we want to do is draw the handle. Now this is just a guide to work with, so you have an idea where to use the tool. Now take that garnishing tool, the V decorator, take it and just push it in, and you just pull it out, and just go right next to it. Make sure they connect. Just keep going around. If it's not exactly even, don't worry about it. Now we're coming up to the handle, so be careful. You want to bring this around. Turn the melon around. Smells good. Watermelons really have a nice aroma to it. Now that makes 1/2. Now what you want to do, turn it around. Now start the other half. And just go right around. Now be careful when you come around. Make sure you don't cut that handle off. Here we're getting near the handle. Just bring it right around. You want to see where we are. Make it thick, make it thin. You can always come back and adjust if it's too big. Now, sometimes as you go, you won't be touching all of these, so you take that little paring knife, and that's where you connect everything. All the spots that you, here we go. The watermelon looks like it's camouflaged most of the time. Now, Take that tool, push it in, and just give it a little push. Now, right in these corners, this is going to give you a little fit. That's where you want to open these up. Make sure everything's connected. Those little corners in there. Let's put this guy in, and we'll give it a tug. There we go. Take that section. This is going to be your balls, the melon balls. We're going to use that in with the melon baller. Go right on the other side. Let's put that tool in. Give it a little tug. If it doesn't come off so easy, hey, don't worry about it. The reason that it's not coming off is because all those little pieces that we forgot to connect it are camouflaged. Just go right, there we go, we're getting there. And we want to open this up just like we did the other side. Oh boy, I really missed this guy. There we go. That looks a lot better. There he is. There it's coming across. Now, if you notice, it isn't too even, and that's what we want. We don't want that handle to be real even. We get these little corner pieces out. Now, here's what we do. Take a knife, hollow out the handle. Have a nice big plate ready to put this in, because that's going to be your melon balls. And there's your basket. It's that easy and simple to make. Now you want to garnish this up, some slices of orange with cherries in the center. It makes a beautiful basket this way. And there's your basket. Another popular centerpiece is the melon buggy. This is really a nice centerpiece when you have a baby party or anything like that. The first thing you want to do is, with any of these garnishes, is to put a flat on the bottom. This gives it a nice stability. And naturally, you want to draw everything out. Go right across the front. That's the front of the baby buggy. And just come right around the side. Go all the way around. Now, you're going to have a handle on the back of the buggy. So what you want to do is just draw a section, and you'll be cutting that out, and that's going to, you'll be reversing it, and that'll be the handle. Now, take the decorating tool and just push it in. Go all the way around. Now, like I showed you, that line is just a guide. And go all the way around. Try to make sure all those pieces touch. It's going to be a little bit tight when you get to the stem. Now bring it up and go right around the top. Now when you push the tool in, it'll go halfway in, and the other half will come from the other side, so it'll make it easy to come up. The section right in there, for the handle, just cut it right across. You can take that section out and just put this, we'll just put this aside right now, because we're going to use that piece. This will be the pieces that we use for all our melon balls. By placing the tool in and just giving it a little, just prying it a little bit, we'll be able to take the whole thing out. Now, that makes the general configuration. Now you can take that decorating tool. I like to go in it and just go like this. Go all the way around. And what that does is it gives you a nice start before you start to use your melon balls. Go all the way around. Use those same, the valleys of the V's. This is nice for a baby shower. Now this will be, you'll have all your melon balls, cantaloupe balls. Now you don't have to do this with a watermelon. Any of these sculptures could be done with any other melon. Now that's our general configuration. Let's just move that back out of the side. This is going to be the handle. Trim off some of the meat. Put that aside. All right, you want to take this and make your carriage handle. Put little corners on it. And this will fit in just like so. Now take a couple toothpicks. Well, first let's take this and open this up a little bit so it'll fit in there. Take a couple toothpicks, put that handle in, put them in. If you're having a baby shower, they might even end up naming the baby after you. Now, you want to make wheels on that carriage. Take an orange or a grapefruit. Just cut a couple slices. Take a toothpick. Don't go all the way in. Leave some sticking out. Because what we want to do is take maybe a couple grapes. Put it right on the end. And there's a baby buggy. The whimsical whale always makes a great hit at any kind of a party. Naturally, the first thing you want to do when garnishes is put that flat right on the bottom. Give that some stability. Take your magic marker and you want to give yourself a guideline to start with. It's very easy to go either to the whimsical wheel or you can even come and make a ship. You just take and bring that up and you make yourself a Viking ship. And with the Viking ship, if you have a special theme, you can always have make a sail to put in it, put a message on the sail, happy birthday, happy anniversary, weddings, divorces, all the happy occasions. That always makes something for that special one. But let's get back to our sculpture. Now, when we make that whale, you want to come around and draw out the tail. Come right around. And just come across the top. We'll put an eye in here, an eye in here. This will be the mouth. It's easy to see. So this way you have a good idea where you're going to be working. Now take that tool and just push it in. Just go right around. Try to make sure all your pieces connect. Now you can stop right there. That's all you need. Just do the bottom section. Take a knife, just come right across the top. In the summertime, when melons are really ripe, there's something you might want to do. Before you even start any of your sculpture, just put a big X right in the section that you're going to disregard. It'll help to take some of the pressure off. Many a time I'll start a sculpture and all of a sudden it starts to crack. It wants to go where it wants to go. This way, it'll make it a lot easier, especially when you make that whale. And don't be afraid to take it and put it in different pieces. This way it'll come out in quarters, any kind of different sections. because the pieces you take out are going to be the pieces that you're going to use for the melon balls and pull the cut up fruit inside your melon. Now this one came out real nice and easy. There's the whale, the tail on the back. You can take and trim this all off. You could put some toothpicks back here. And the same thing with this. I like to take and go right across. Makes it a lot easier. It gives it a nice look, especially when all the fruit starts being used up. It still has a nice look to it. Naturally, you'll take a melon baller, go right in here, take out all this section in here with your melon balls. Now, you can take the decorating tool, make your eyes in here. Now, I found at an art supply store some little eyes. Just make a little mark on either side. And put these eyes on. Take the knife, cut them out. We'll give the sculpture a few finishing touches. Let's just trim up. Whoop, there we go. Let's just trim this up. Give him a nice big smile. Put the eyes, there we go. Put them off onto the side. How's that? Now we get them off to the side. He's looking over to the side. Now, I'm going to give him a little spout. You can use this plastic, or what we found that's easy to, what we find that's easy to get is some German status. Just put a hole for the spout and just slide that in. And there he is.